So then after you figure out your feeding, you also need to figure out your minerals. You want some loose salt. Uh, not really doesn't really matter where you get it from, honestly. And then you need a good quality minerals. That matters a lot. We like Premier One. I'm sure there's other companies out there that do great. Generally speaking, most people don't just like to go to just like do more like the whatever those major companies are. Um, so just keep that in mind. And then you need something to put your minerals in. Free choice, not really complicated. And you need something to feed your hay out of. We didn't build this until like a couple months ago. Prior, we were using those nets, which are great. I'll have a link, Amazon link for anything that I use. And those were great. And then when we do round bales, we just wrap a cattle panel around it and throw a tarp over it and call it a day. And I'm sure I'll get to that setup at some point. So just get your sheep in, figure out how you're going to feed them. Does not have to be complicated. If you're going to go out there every day, just throw them a few flakes. Generally, it's better to have free choice hay. And then on top of that, you need some basic tools, hoof trimmers, shears if you have wool sheep, or like you may want to hire that out. Basic first aid kit. I have another reel about everything I have in my barn for like first aid and supplementation. I couldn't possibly go through everything and each of its uses and stuff like that. So as things come up with our sheep, we'll be as transparent as we can about like what we use and what works and what happens. Generally speaking, though, you're going to want some sort of antiseptic like iodine, blue coat, things like that. Maybe some fly spray, particularly in the summer. You may need some lambing specific things or late gestation specific things like CMPK and propylene glycol, just in case you don't want to be stuck in like a ketosis situation or a milk fever situation without those on hand already. So yeah, check out that reel, and that's just something to consider once you get your sheep. They're gonna need more than just food. They're gonna need support in other ways. So just like we need first aid kits, sometimes we need supplements and vitamins, and sometimes we need interventions. I don't know what part this was.